Okay, let's go over some key points from this lesson. And I think there's really three big ones. The first is that these news vendor problems are everywhere. You see them wherever you have to make a firm bet, in this case an order quantity, in the face of uncertainty, in this case uncertainty of demand, over a single period. You have no opportunity for replenishment within that period. And you see it in things as diverse as ordering for fashion items, which have a set selling period, perishable goods, which only last a certain period of time, to things you wouldn't expect, like the sizing of a private fleet, whether to buy it yourself and have your own fleet or use higher price spot market. Same thing for contracting. We'll see later on how this same model applies to different contracting relationships between vendors and buyers. You can think of it in terms of space missions, where I only get to replenish a trip to the moon once, right at the beginning. So you can think of all these different cases. We'll see this everywhere, the news vendor problem. And what it's really doing is having this classic trade-off between having too much, so this excess cost, the cost of having too much product there, and trading that off with having too little, the shortage cost. And the important thing to take away, we haven't really talked about too much, is that these have linear marginal costs. We haven't gone into any non-linear marginal costs, but generally, if you have linear marginal costs, that's where this classic trade-off can be measured using this model. The last thing is that I think you need to take away is what the critical ratio is doing. And hopefully that's the big takeaway from this whole lesson. And it's simply the ratio of the cost of the shortage over the sum of the cost of the shortage and the cost of the excess. And that, for the critical ratio, is determining what percent of the demand distribution I should cover, or the probability that X, the demand, is less than or equal to that Q that I order. So these are the three big takeaways that I think you should take from this lesson. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please use the discussion.